My name's Kath Drescher. I'm responsible for all of our adoption services for Devon at the moment, and I'm also responsible for the Devon's fostering services and our youth offending service and our secure children's home, the Atkinson. Adoption is an option that we have for children that can't grow up in their own families. We always want children to grow up in their own families, but when they can't, we have to think about what's the best option for them after that. And adoption is one of those, and it means that people take on the care of a child forever, really. They have a legal order which is permanent and lasts forever, and that child becomes a part of their own family. I used to do a lot of work with adult adoption counselling, and really that experience teaches you everything you need to know about working with children that are being adopted or have been adopted. Working with adults who've been adopted, you really understand that it really is a lifelong process and that it's constantly something that people are working out and need to understand better, and I've learnt so much from that experience. My current role is endlessly fascinating. It's so interesting. I've got the opportunity to work with some really creative and innovative people who are doing everything they can to make children's experiences better, and I relish that. I've always worked with children. One of my first jobs was in a mother and baby home. And it was a mother and baby home where mothers were at risk of losing their children. So we offered therapeutic support and did what we could to try and help them build the bridges so that they could stay together. I look back now and it was a fantastic learning experience. I had no idea at the time, I just got on with my job, but I learned so much from that experience, and I've carried that with me throughout my career. So we're moving into the regional adoption agency currently. And our adoption agency is going to be called Adopt South West. We've got 4 local authorities. We've got Devon, Somerset, Torbay and Plymouth, and we're all moving together to become one big adoption agency, and we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a very exciting time. The intention of Adopt South West is to improve the processes for children, for their birth families and for their adopters. We've got 4 fantastic teams across the region, and we'll be taking all of the good practice from those local authorities and bringing them all together to give us really excellent practice in Adopt South West. What we're trying to achieve through the regional adoption agencies is a better service for children, for their adopters and for their birth families. And we will be looking at doing things more promptly, more robustly, and offering better support to adopters across the region. My new role will be as service manager for Adopt South West, and I will be working to bring all the teams together. What I'll also be doing is listening to adopters, children, their birth families, and taking those voices all the way to feed into the national picture, so that we'll have a much stronger voice nationally as well. In the future in Adopt South West, we are looking at using everybody's skills and everybody's talents and sharing those amongst all the staff across the region. And we'll use training and staff development days so that everybody feels confident in all areas of practice. I do remember we did some work once with some children, and we really knew what these children needed. We really understood what these children needed, and I think that's probably the tone that we went in there with, much to my shame. And of course children will in fact tell you what they need quite graphically, quite clearly, and they know far better than we do. And we were talking to one child and trying to understand with him what was important to him about his care. And he just said broccoli, that the most important thing to him was having broccoli. So children will teach us again and again that they know far better than we do.